Hi guys, this is Mrs. Frost. I wanted to make our quick weekly Monday overview video. In this video, I will share how you can access lessons, using your weekly plan, this week's assignments, how to check your grade, and I want to share that there's no online live class Tuesday this week because I'm going to be in Nampa giving IRI tests. If you live in Nampa, come see me if you have time. Alright, so this is a picture of our class homepage. I just wanted to point out several things here. I wanted to point out that you can access the class plan either through this top toolbar at the top here or also through this on the, they call them widgets, but the left hand side second widget down called class plan. I wanted to point out the class news. That's a section where I'll put new news and updates, and that's where I'll post this video. And I also wanted to point out that you can also, in addition to accessing our lessons through the class plan, if you know the number, like in this case 1.04 Solitude, you can also go to the Heart Steep Core Unit and open the lesson through there by looking at 1.04 Solitude under class content. You can get back to class content also from the tab at the top. So there's many different ways to get around and do things in our class. What I'd like you to try this week is checking out the plan through the tab and checking out the plan through the left-hand side widget. Alright, so here's what we have going on. Once you look at the left-hand side widget plan, and this is the week view, you can change it to the day or the month depending on what works better for you. You can also navigate around in the class plan by using this calendar over here on the right. You can click on the day you want to look at or whatnot. So as you can see, there are two parts to each lesson this week. The links to these lessons themselves are right here in these. Mine are orange, I believe yours are blue, but right when you click on these lessons, it opens up a box and you can actually click then and go right to the lesson. During our weekly classes this week, we're going to share, learn, and extend these lessons. And then there's no class on Tuesday, again, because I am going to be in Nampa for IDVA giving IRI tests. Alright, a little bit deeper. So here's what it looks like when you click on the box for 1.04 Solitude. You get this box that says More. And then this box over here pops up and it gives you a brief description, and I tried to tell you what to expect. Complete all parts of the online lesson slides 1 through 20, complete the graphical organizer provided on slide 4, go through all interactives in the lessons. And I just wanted to point out here that this is the link. You actually click on the words, but that chain link in the box with the orange, that indicates that that's a link to open a lesson. So what are you going to be working on this week? Well, you're going to be working on several things. On Monday, you're going to be completing two parts of a lesson called Solitude, and during this lesson you get to read a really awesome poem by Robert Frost called Stopping by the Woods on a Snowy Evening. You're going to look at prepositions and more on discussion ground rules. On Tuesday, you're going to look at lessons 1.05, where you're going to read the story of Scarface, and you have a graphic organizer for that. You're also going to look at comparing and contrasting literary selections, and you have a lesson check. So the second part of 1.05 is a lesson check, which is a quiz. Alright, cool. And adjective phrases will be the gum lesson, and appearances can be deceiving on Tuesday. Alright, so Wednesday, you'll have two parts of a lesson. It's captivity. So on Wednesday you have 1.06 captivity and 1.06 captivity discussion. So in this you're going to be looking at strategies for writing. You're going to be reading a poem called Sympathy and completing a graphic organizer, and you have a lesson check. So that is Wednesday in a nutshell. On Thursday, the 24th, you have 1.07, and 1.07 has two parts also. It is the part 1 of the Happy Prince. You're going to be looking at A positives, punctuating A positives, and then a lesson check. Remember, whenever there's a lesson check, the lesson before always has a review. And then finally, we'll wrap up our week on Friday, the 25th, with reading 1.08, which is called Sacrifice and Reward, and it's the second half of the Happy Prince. And then you look at phrases review, because all week you've been working on phrases. There's some extra practice. There's a vocab checkpoint, and then there's an assignment, a writing assignment for the Happy Prince. So, class hacks, remember these please. Our motto of the week is a great class hack because it really changes how your work goes. Positive thoughts generate positive feelings and attract positive life experiences. Yes. And then I just want you to remember that another class hack is the lesson before a lesson check, which is another name for a quiz, always has a review. That you should take your notes on gum in your binder because it's going to continue to grow and you'll use your notes more as the year goes on. The discussion post description always has an example in it, so look at the description because it always provides you an example discussion post. Alright, next, each assignment that you hand in also has a rubric so that you know how your assignment will be graded, so it's never a surprise. And then any work that is more than 1 week late is marked down a full letter grade. Alright, those are your class hacks. There's our motto of the week, and here is a little peeksy-weeksy at our week overview. I'll see you in class on Wednesday.